Hey, if you're watching this video, that means that you want to know exactly how much money truckers actually make. So if you wait till the end, I'm going to show you how some truckers can make over $200,000 in 1 year. That's right, about $250,000 for one individual driving a tractor trailer. But you got to wait till the end of this video so I can show you exactly how to do that. So when you're talking about answering this question correctly, there's pretty much two different categories. You're going to have what you call company drivers and what you're going to call owner-operators. And they have two main ranges that you can kind of play around with. Let's talk about the company drivers first. So company drivers means that you have a CDL license and you're currently working for a company, which means you don't own your own truck, but you are driving, whether it's local, regional, or over the road. So depending on which company you're working for, depending on how much experience you have, and depending on what you're actually hauling, can drastically determine on how much you're going to be making. Overall, if you were to kind of take an overall average, an average truck driver will make anywhere from $60,000 to about $70,000 per year on average, which means there's people who make a lot more than that, and there's some people who make less than that as well. That being said, let's kind of walk you through what the normal situation is going to be when you actually become a student here at Driving Academy and you're enrolled to our lifetime job placement program. So one of the cool things about being a student with our school at Driving Academy is that we actually offer a free lifetime job placement, which means our job is to help you find a job up until the day you die. Most of our students will start off making anywhere from $50,000 to about $60,000 a year, coming right out of school with no experience. After you have some experience behind your belt, then we've seen students get to $90,000, $95,000, $80,000 a year with only about 2 years to 3 years experience of actual safe driving. The biggest trick to this game is staying safe and longevity. The longer that you're in this game, the faster that you can increase. Imagine starting at a job where you're making $50,000 to $60,000 a year, and all of a sudden in 2 or 3 years you can make $20,000 to $30,000 more per year. Most companies out there will pay you probably anywhere from 50 to 25 cents extra per hour if you're staying there for a year, right? Now imagine, just after 3 years, you can have these huge jumps in your salary simply because you're going from inexperienced driver to a very experienced driver as you get older in the industry and you stay safe. It just makes sense, right? So when it comes to the potential of growth, it is huge in this industry. Don't expect to make crazy money the first year because simply you're not a professional yet. Just make it that simple. I mean, put yourself in the owner's shoes. Are you going to give the keys to a $100,000 truck to a brand new person who has no experience? Probably not. So you're going to have to make sure that you cut and reduce your risk by paying him less because you're going to have to pay more in insurance for that actual individual. As your risk level drops, that means I have to pay less on insurance, which means I can afford to pay you more as well. And you're also going to do more professional work, which means less cost to the company, which ultimately means the company can afford to pay you more. Now, if you want to be a company driver, there's a few different sectors that you can kind of play around in. If you want to just be an average driver, then that's kind of going to be your salary range, right? $70,000 a year about average. You can kind of max out around 90. And that's after years of experience within a few different industries that you're after. If you want to be more specialized, so some of the highest paying jobs is going to be car carriers, especially those specialty car carriers. So those guys who drive around the Lamborghinis, Bugattis, and all those exotic cars in a car carrier vehicle, those guys make a lot of money, but they also have a lot of responsibility as well, which means if there's any damage to the car, they can lose their job and they have to pay for the damage as well. But if with a lot of responsibility comes a lot of pay. Another place where you can make a good amount of money in the trucking industry is going to be with overhaul loads. So if you're transporting big construction equipment or bridges or anything like that that's oversized, then you can make a good amount of money as well. It is going to be a much higher skill set, which means you're going to need a lot more experience in that field, but it is a great way to make a good amount of money. But like I promised you in the beginning of the video, John, how do I make over 6 figures driving a tractor trailer? How do I make $250,000 a year driving a tractor trailer? And that is in that second category that we're talking about. So before we actually get into the next step of showing you how to make $250,000 a year driving a tractor trailer, if you were a company driver, would you prefer loading these things, which are these Aston Martins and Lamborghinis and Bugattis, in exotic car hauling? Or would you rather be transporting wide loads just like this when it comes to big construction equipment or maybe different bridges or building equipment and stuff like that? Comment below, like, subscribe this video, and let's get into the next part. So if you want to make the big bucks in this industry, the best way and fastest way to do that is to become an owner-operator. Now, let me put a disclosure. There are owner-operators that make a lot less than this stuff because simply, if they work 1 day a week, you're not going to be making the same amount of money if somebody's working 7 days a week. It's just that simple, right? So being an owner-operator means that you are your own boss, you purchase your own truck, you have your own trailer, and you're finding your own loads going back and forth, and you're making the money that you want to make. So some people just have a certain amount of money that they want to make per year or per week, and once they hit that money, they'll go home and they'll relax the rest of the week. Other people are go-getters, they're hungry, and those people who are hungry and want to go and push for this stuff, they can make about $250,000 in 1 year. That's right. So earning your CDL license for a couple $1,000s can turn you into a career that's going to help you make 6 figures and beyond in this industry. Imagine making $250,000 in 1 year. In just 4 simple years, you've already earned $1 million. How much will that have changed your life? If you think back, what's the most money you've ever made in 1 year? Now, if you were to multiply that to $250,000, that's a whole lot of money, which means a whole lot of things can change just by working a short amount of time period and making sure that you're responsible and safe with your money as well. So if you're interested in getting into this super lucrative career, then the best thing to do is to get a CDL license if you don't have one already. And the best thing to do to get a CDL license is you have to come to the best truck driving school in the whole country, and that's here at Driving Academy. So we're open up in multiple locations. Currently our main location's in Linden, New Jersey. If you want to find a location near you, you want to go to our website at cdldrivingacademy.com, or you can visit or give our team a call at 908-525-3609, and we're definitely here to help you out. So we can show you how to get a $50,000 a year job, or with some experience and some more help and some more investments into yourself, we can actually show you the path to how to make $250,000 a year. And there's actual truck drivers making a couple $1 million a year simply because they got out of the truck and they just want to start scaling the business and getting more and more and more trucks on their fleet itself. So there's a whole bunch of ways to do it. It all depends on what level that you want to play the game at. We're here to help you out at any given level, but step number 1 is going to be getting your CDL license. So if you're afraid of this economy that's always shaking, you have no idea what's coming up, the best thing to do is secure your future with your family. Because what you want to do is have a skill set that's going to be so valuable no matter if the economy goes up or if the economy goes down. Truck drivers are always going to be needed, which means you have to get your butt in gear and get yourself the CDL license so you're able to start and secure your future with your family. I also invite you to come in and give us a call this year because prices are going up next year. And if you don't sign up this year, you're actually going to have to wait till next year to pay next year's price, and the price is going to go up a good amount. So just lock yourself in. $500 down is all you need to get started, and we can work out a payment plan for the rest. So hope to see you soon, and let's get you on the road to freedom. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.